I'm just giving myself 5 minutes now to mentally catalogue everything that I still need to do. It's mostly cleaning, get a wire brush and get rid of all this loose rust. Calipers need to clean, but otherwise good condition. The track rod end is fairly new. I've gone over the thread with the dye just to clean it up a bit. And I changed these, what do you call them? Sort of link arm bushes. I've done these in the past and I really don't like them. Last time I did it, I ended up splitting my finger literally open like a bubble wrap. One fun. So there's drive shaft ready to go back in. Tried cleaning the brakes, but too far gone. Really badly pitted. As are the pads. So there's new stuff ready to go on. So I better get to it. With the bottom ball joint fitted back on and attached to the suspension strut, I think the next move would probably be put the brake discs back on so I can get the caliper back on, because at the moment it's swinging around in my face. See, I put a couple of wheel studs in just to stop the drive shaft from turning, just so I could jump the head nut. Seemed the safest way to seat the drive shaft into the head properly. So yeah, next step, fit the discs. First of all, I've got to give them a bit of a clean. Thought that was dirt, but I think it's just machining mark. So it's time to put the brake calipers back on. First is the carriers. Re-greased pins ready. I gotta put these shims back on first. Can never remember how these go. I think that's right. Sorry, I had to brake there and go find something I could compress this piston with. The brake wind back toe wouldn't fit in yet, so I had to improvise with the G-clamp. Again there. With the caliper back on, I'm going to refit the truck rod end now and then the ABS sensor. And then I think we're probably ready for the drop link push. So now I've got everything together and I've got some weight add and some downwards force. I'm hoping by jacking this up now I can add some compression to the bush and get it bolted up. There she goes. That's looking good. So just do these bolts up, torque everything up. I think this side's done. So I'll just repeat the brakes on the other side and the drop link push. I think the mechanicals are all finished until the MOT man says different. You helping me, boy? Guarding my brakes. Good boy. He's a good boy. So after finishing off the brakes last time, I remembered I forgot to put some copper grease on behind the brake disc, so I've done that now. And I forgot to put some thread locker on the caliper bolts. So again, I've done that now and I've torqued them up to spec. So I think all that's left now is to bleed brakes. I did set up ready to do all four at the same time, but the bleed valves on the rears, they're just chewed up. So I'm hoping I can get away with just doing the fronts. So I'm just going to, I haven't got enough brake fluid to do an entire flush because I haven't long done my other car. But I'm going to take some of the old brake fluid out. Yes, not that bad. So partial flush will do fine. There's a little of a maximum in there. So the way I do it, I've tipped the old fluid into there. And feed a hose onto the bleed valve. And I keep this higher than the bleed valve and release it. Works. You can see there, it's all just fluid now, no bubbles. So tighten that bleed valve back up, and it's safe to take the hose back off. So I'll do that for the other side, and hopefully that's good enough. Otherwise I'm going to have to change the rear cylinders.